As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nanyinke bineligwe, ka hagedin song, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is
think about your life because the end time is so near. Ndibo tu inusi, agwa wati matiano di. Eburisi ya na tesu, diri ebego makwese. Makanu panu boko, opa tichiria, abona bosondo ya nibo. Ona yeku chikena kana. Asi maburo kuno mare, ya buru mi haru. Namogara pala namu, surrounding bozo. Wapado maketo, money is not everything. Let's fight for our freedom. For our freedom is our right. Papa mo paramsi, na Biafra balamu. Iya buna nene, kambu paraya no.
According to him, also Bukwamakego, money is not everything. Let's first fight for our freedom. Our freedom is our pride.
Think about your life because the end time is so near.
Oh God, think about your life because end time is fast approaching. Think about your life. Makandi botruilusi agwamanti mantianori eburisi yalanche soro osigi gidilagi continue.
Money is not everything. Let's fight for our freedom. For our freedom is our right. Papa Mubaram see. Na Biafra balamu. Iyabuna nemene. Kambu paraya no. Makano jife wata winyakaye. Akalobe ilo leseya. Oye wife wapara nifeya. Nkago paruko. Biafra is my land. Biafra, and we must go back to our land. And Biafra, Kanu to go to
If
I would come here 4 years ago, gonna talk in mayor, so I'm going to Mano, yes, no, government, West not to one Nigeria. Yabiko solo down Salam Gausa, Kanu was a Roman neighbor. But I know Gausa.
Obunese Nebu Governor Nanibo, West Nature one Nigeria, one almighty zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, Wamadiana Gwagige, Kwarangongo, Gelabugwa Wasa, Obuniru Wanega Chitakwa Fuma, because we are getting Biafra, no matter what you think. It's only one. We continue.
Papa Mubaram see. Na Biafra balamu. Iyabuna nemene. Kambu paraya no. Makano jife wata winyakaye. Akalobe ilo leseya. Oye wife wapara nifeya. Nkago paruko. Biafra is my land. Biafra balamu. And we must go back to our land. And Biafra Kanu to go If I would come here 4 years ago, gonna talk in mayor, so I'm going to Mano, yes, no, government, West not to one Nigeria. Yabiko.
They have turned their attention to the West. They are forcibly occupying their land and telling them that they cannot do anything about it. A whole presidency in a country openly and brazenly supporting terrorists. All of you watching and listening all over the world, you know that Miyetti Allah is a terrorist organization. You know that. They have killed. They have said that Benue State is theirs for the taking as a spoil of war. All of you are aware of it. You know what they are doing. Anywhere you have Fulani headsmen, terrorists for that matter, they tell you, oh, they are pastoralists. They are allowed to do their businesses in the forest. All of you are aware of it. But you kept quiet, hoping that somehow Tinubu will emerge as the president, or an Igbo man will come as a president, and your family will start enjoying. But in the meantime, you have no more farmlands, you have no more forests, you have nowhere you can call your own home. The same stupidity exhibited by Hausa peasants that enabled Fulani to take Sokoto from them, that enabled Fulani to take Katsina from them, that enabled Fulani to take even Kanu from them. Every Hausa land is occupied either by a Fulani emir or a Fulani governor. Some of you don't want to reason. You don't ever learn that the main aim of Fulani is to conquer your land and enslave you. Look at Hausa people today. As I wrote yesterday, they are worse than a discarded tissue paper. They are worth nothing. Only their language is what is relevant in their lives. Everything else is lost. All of you are repeating the exact same mistakes that the Hausas made. That is why they are in trouble. And that is why they can never ever come out of it. They are all suffering from what I would an advanced version of the Stockholm Syndrome. Can you imagine that these people came into their land and took it over and they cannot do anything about it? Hausa is gone. It took Fulani very many years before they came out of their shell to say we are Fulani. Remember before, many years ago, they said we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Because that time, their subjugation of the Hausa race hasn't been completed. Now they have completed it. Have they not completed it? And what is happening right now? I ask you what is happening now. Fulani have now come out to tell you we are Fulani people. Is that not what they are saying now? They are not telling you we are Fulani. No more Hausa Fulani. What does that tell you? That the Hausa race no longer exists. Do you want the same thing to happen to you? Do you want the same thing to happen to your families, to your villages? Do you want your towns, let's say Bomosho, to be renamed into a Fulani name? Do you want Onisha to answer a Fulani name? Forget all the nonsense about unity of Nigeria. All they are uniting against is your common interest. Unless you prefer epileptic power supply, unless you prepare to live your whole life without running water, unless you want to live in abject poverty and deprivation, your only alternative is a revolution. Let nobody discourage you. All the countries of the world doing very, very well, they all went through a revolution. You must go through it. If you don't go through it, you can never ever survive as a people. Fulani will take you over. As simple as that. This very day, we are making it known to the whole world that the Muslim extremist dictatorship masquerading as a secular democratic government must be demolished. It must be demolished for you to survive. They have to be demolished. If you do not demolish them, your lives will end very, very miserably. I assure you. I assure you. The zoo is on its knees. Everybody knows that the zoo called Nigeria is on its knees. Who doesn't know that? Everybody knows. Nothing is functioning. You are all aware of it. When they say go and register for NIM or whatever, NIN or whatever rubbish is called, all of you took out without legislation, without any laws. Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that First Oranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying the same thing about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanu people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia, they are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president. Because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulani have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you in 2014, 2015, 20. They said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and told the Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietiana is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please, Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them.
All right. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you're welcome to this very live presentation. Today's date is 4th of April, 2025, and we have come to do the needful this very evening. The time right now is exactly 23 minutes past 7 p.m. in the land of Chukwokikabiamabine. And I want to assure every one of you listening to me right now that we are doing the needful and God is on our side. Chukwokikabiamabine is in control as we have come to preach the gospel this very evening. I welcome every one of you listening to me live and direct. I can see your names in the comment section, my wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. You all are highly welcome. Please, once you are here, endeavor to welcome others so that they may join us to do the needful this very evening. We are not going to take your time. Rather, we are going to be brief so that you can be able to do some other things that you want to do before you grace your bed this very evening. I welcome you once again, my wonderful and beloved people of Biafra, and of course, lovers of freedom. I hope my voice is coming out clear. Please let me know in the comment section if my voice is clear so that we may proceed. We have a very important topic to discuss this evening, and I'm going to make it a question and answer program. Let me know in the comment section if my voice is loud and clear so that we may proceed. So many things have been happening in our land, and I believe that every one of you, irrespective of your location, wherever you are all over the world, you are getting the gist. I am very, very sure that wherever you are all over the world, you know, or you can see, even on the social media platforms, you can see what is happening in our land today. Many people believe that when you say the truth, it means that you are evil. Some people think that when you say the truth, you become evil. A lot of people love lies. People love lies and deceit. Nowadays, if you want to go into a relationship, you want your woman to love you so much, you begin to lie to her. I want you to check around you those genuine men, those wonderful men who tell their women the truth, who tell their girlfriends the truth, who tell their wives the truth. Check around you. How many of them are having a successful relationship with their, their spouse? I want you to check around you. How many of these genuine men who tell their wives and or their girlfriends the truth, how many of them are having a very wonderful, peaceful, romantic relationship? Just check around you and also use yourself to give an example. That is the world we are, nke ikpeazụ. When you speak the truth, people will run away from you, nke ikpeazụ. People now love those who lie and paint their lies and make their lies look very, very beautiful. That is the problem we have today. But I want to assure you that the truth is the only thing that stands over the test of time. Only truth can stand against it. No matter the, no matter the test, no matter the difficulties, only truth can stand forever. Lies doesn't stand forever, because the end point is always disastrous. I want you to take my word, mark it down, write it somewhere. Only the truth stands the test of time. We are going to continue, my wonderful people of Biafra, this evening, as we have all important discussion to move or to delve into this very evening. You all are already aware of what is going on in Biafra land, or should I say the zoo at large, how the Fulani terrorists are ravaging everywhere in our land. And remember one word which our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, said sometime in the past, that he is not actually the target. He said he is not the target. That the target is you and I. The target is you and I. Before we move into the main topic today, I want to show you something briefly before we continue. Let me show you something. Let me quickly show you something, just a headline, and then we will continue immediately. We have a very serious topic to discuss this evening, so I want you to get your seat. Imalifi na ngobulu mmiri na ngobulu tea, bulu mmanya, get a glass of it, and then take your time and listen. So many things are going on in our land, and we have to discuss it. So let me quickly show you this headline. Kiwiki Diane meditate. While we move into the main topic of today, I want you to use this headline to meditate. Can you read this headline and then meditate? A lot of things are happening, and you can never hear it in the Zoom media. All the so-called mainstream media platforms, fan channel, they all mute. They all mute. All the Zoom media platforms, so-called mainstream media, the likes of Channels Television, Arise News, NTA, and all of them, AIT, name them, they are all mute over the issue that is happening around the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. The stories they tell you is the stories they want you to, the so-called government want you to hear, not the story that will expose them. They will never tell you the story that will expose the government of Tifnubu. They will only tell you the story that the government of Tifnubu want you to hear. Why many things are going on, why many things are wrong, they keep on reminding you the unaliving of 16 Fulani travelers. They now call them, some of them call them travelers, and other ones call them hunters. They call them hunters. They migrated all the way from Gobert to Uromi to hunt, just to hunt. This is what they want you to believe, and this is what they want you to hear. They say they are hunters. They migrated from Gobir, Sokoto, to Uromi in Edo to hunt. This is the lies being peddled by the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Gota Media, and then this lie is actually what the government, controlled by the Fulani oligarchy, want them to say, to tell you. But you never hear them talking about the reality on ground, what is going on in our land. I pity for everyone. I pity for them. Now look at it. They say death toll in Plateau State attacks rises to 52 as authorities continue search, Sahara reporters. And let me tell you, I want you to know, this thing you see here, 52, is just official number. The official number, 52, but not the real number. Not the real number. And this is just this evening. As at the time of filing this report, it has taken over 4 hours of this very, as at the time of this broadcast, right now, as you are listening to me now, the time is 33 minutes past 7 p.m. It has taken over 4 hours. It's now 4 good hours ago. 4 hours ago, as at the time of this report. 4 hours ago, when they told you that the number was 52 and the search continues. 4 hours ago. Now, by this time of the evening, if the new updated report comes out by this time, it might have gotten to 100. Official number, not the real number. I want you to, to remember those two things. Official number, but not the real number. So if the official number by now should be about 100, now meaning that the real number should be about 200 to 300, because you need to times it into 2 or 3. That is what is going on in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, and nobody is talking about it. There is nowhere you see this in the news, not in the newspaper. You can see it in the newspaper, but not all newspapers. Sahara Reporters is reporting it because Sahara Reporters is actually based in the United States of America. Though the owner is a Yoruba man, but the company is based in America. Why they have reporters all over the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. If you get now, so this is what is happening. Not all the Zoo Janjaweed controlled media platforms will talk about it. Not all of them. Not all of them. It's just few. But when you go to Channels Television, you go to Arise News, everywhere, Uromi, Bayins, because that one happened to Fulanese, those in control of the government of the Zoological Republic. These are the people that our own Igbo brothers and sisters are serving, selling our own future just for peanuts. Selling our future for peanuts. These are the people they are serving. They sell our future for peanuts. It is quite unfortunate. And we, the Biafran people, especially the Igbos, are helping them to enjoy the money, the peanuts that they made from selling our future. We, the Biafran people, are helping them to enjoy the peanut, the money, the proceed that they made from selling our future. We are helping, we the indigenes, we the citizens, are helping the criminals that call themselves politicians to enjoy the proceed that they made from the sale of our future. It is quite unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate, I can assure you. I can tell you the gospel truth. It is quite unfortunate. Now we have to move into the main topic of the day. Just as I have told you already, if you check of course, the title of this very presentation, I have written all roads lead to Helsinki. All roads lead to Helsinki, Finland, for the release of our Prime Minister. All roads lead to Helsinki, Finland, for the release of our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa. Please, once you are here, you are highly welcome. Endeavor to welcome other people. We have a very serious topic to discuss this evening. I say once again, you are highly welcome. Once you are here, please welcome others by liking and sharing this very broadcast. It is very, very important because we'll be discussing a very important topic this evening. I welcome you once again, my wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom. I want to bring something to your notice before we go into the protest, or should I say the discussion that has brought us here this evening. What I am bringing to your screen right now is the most important discussion of the day. It is quite unfortunate because the happenings around the zoo and of course around the Biafra liberation movement is not allowing us to see or to pay attention to the current developments within the Biafra land and of course the zoo at large. Because of the happenings, some things that are not even supposed to be there in the first place have made it possible for the enemies to even beginning to think that somehow they are going to win the battle against the Biafran, people or restoration, because of the happenings which are not even supposed to be there in the first place. We are no longer paying attention to the right thing that we are supposed to pay attention to. We are no longer, talking about the right things we are supposed to talk about. We are no longer talking about the right things we are supposed to talk about. We are no longer paying attention to the right things that we are supposed to pay attention to because we have been distracted. The enemies of Biafra have made it possible, have managed somehow to distract us, especially the citizens of Biafra. We, the citizens of Biafra, we have been distracted. It is quite unfortunate that we have been distracted. We have been distracted. The enemies of freedom have made it possible for Biafran people to be distracted. We have been distracted. Don't let anybody confuse you. Don't let anybody tell you don't mind them. Don't let anybody tell you it's a lie. We have been distracted. Because why did I say so? When you go on social media today, you see those who are Biafran media people, media personnel who are supposed to be talking about the affairs of Biafra. They are no longer talking about what is going on within the Biafra movement. They are talking about who is who. Nke ikpeazụ a, onye ka ọ ya abụ, onye ya abụ eze, onye ya aligolu, onye ya anọ n'enu, ọ bụ mụ bụ nke a na-ebu ebubo upon ebubo, allegations upon allegations, allegations upon allegations. We have been distracted. We have been distracted. And when it happens this way, when it happens like this, you will no longer pay attention to the right gospel. You will no longer pay attention to the gospel of redemption. When you hear somebody speaking the right way, speaking the way I am speaking, you will think that this person is not updated. This person is not in line with the current development. You want everybody to go into the same way so that when you come on social media, why the enemies are moving, why the enemies are getting closer to us. Why the enemies are getting closer to us, you do no longer care to know about what is happening in our land. Anybody who is not talking about what this person that means that person is not updated. That means when he comes to preach the gospel of redemption, then these are boring. Or these are boring. It becomes boring because he is not telling you where do you stand? Who are you supporting? Where is your stand? Tell us your stand. Make it known to us your stand. We already know where you support. We already know who you support. These are the conversations they want to hear, because the enemies of Biafra has made it possible to be like this. Shame. We have been distracted. But I want to let you know that the gospel of redemption will continue to be preached. No matter what the enemies do, I want you to know that the gospel of redemption will continue to be preached. And at the end of the day, the light will always shine above the darkness. The light will always shine beyond the darkness. Bear it in mind, Buliano Bigi, that the light will always shine beyond the darkness. The light will always outshine the darkness, whether they like it or not. A lot of things are happening in our land, my people, and I want you to know this. Now, without wasting your time, I'm going to read this very news in details, analyze it briefly, and then we will move to the main discussion, which is all roads lead to Helsinki, Finland, for the release of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. If you haven't liked the broadcast, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you haven't shared the broadcast, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you are on X, on Twitter, make sure you share it on X. If you belong to any group on WhatsApp, make sure you share this very broadcast to your WhatsApp groups. Share it on Facebook. We are not broadcasting on Facebook for some months now because our Facebook is not in order at the moment. Some people have already handed our Facebook pages, our two main Facebook pages, to some people to try and recover it because of the strikes that both of them received from Facebook. So they are trying to recover those Facebook pages. Once the Facebook pages are recovered and the strikes lifted, then we will start broadcasting on those Facebook again. So we are live on our YouTube channel, which is Biafra Unite TV, and Biafra Unite in capital letter, which is our main YouTube channel. So let us read this very all-important news in details and then address it properly, or should I say briefly, before the line will be made open for Biafrans to call in and say something concerning this very all-important march, or should I say demonstration, in Helsinki, Finland, for the immediate and unconditional release of our Prime Minister, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoko. So, according to this very news, of course, I recorded this very news a couple of hours ago on my recorded broadcast. It says here, I didn't commit any offense. Kanu maintain as Igbo Community Association PG visits calls for his release. So I have already read this during my pre-recorded broadcast this evening or afternoon, but there is something that touched me. There is something that touched me. I don't know how many of you who have listened or watched that very pre-recorded broadcast that I made a couple of hours ago. I don't know how many of you who have who watched it. But I want us to look into something here. I want us to look at something here. Let me bring it closer. Now, he said he was happy. I don't know how many of you, should I read this from beginning? I don't know if you have already. Can you let me know in the comment section, please, if you have listened to the pre-recorded broadcast that I made a couple of hours ago? I don't know. I don't know how many of you who have watched the pre-recorded broadcast that I made, but let me just read. Let me read. Let me give you the information in full. They said the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has reiterated his innocence, stating that he has committed no offense, even as he has staunch faith in the judicial process to set him free. Now, Kanu disclosed this during a solidarity visit to him on Wednesday by the President General of the Igbo Community Association in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Engineer Ikenna Ellis Ezenekwe, at the Department of State Services, DSS headquarters in Abuja. So this very man actually went. His name is Ikenna Ellis Ezenekwe. He actually went. He went. He actually saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not a propaganda. It's not a lie. This man saw him. So now something happened here. According to this man, Ellis Ezenekwe, he was happy for the visit. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and extended his gratitude to the Igbo community in Abuja. He said, "Tell our people I am well. I am taking my drugs and I am good. Chukwu Okike Abiama is on the throne. His spirits were high, and he expressed his confidence in his legal team. He strongly believes that the courts will grant him freedom from the DSS holding cell by the end of April 2025. Engineer Ellis Ezenekwe recounted. So I have already said it here during my recorded broadcast that we don't want this topic of he's in the high spirit, right? Although this man did not say it, he didn't say it the same way the other, criminal we all know usually say. So this one is different, right? So this man said his spirits were high, but we don't want to hear that. We already know who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. We know very, very well that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never, ever be broken. We know. That's why we believe and trust him. So he said here, and he expressed his confidence in his legal team. Of course, the reason why the criminal Ejiofor was sacked, including the so-called legal or illegal, I usually, not legal, but illegal luminary, the so-called illegal luminary. The reason why they were sacked is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lost confidence in them. That's why they were sacked. So for the fact that this current team is working with him, even though there are a few of them just very, very few of them that I do not agree with, yet at the same time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have faith in them, especially for their professionalism. Yes. So now, after this, something shocked me here. And let us read in details. Continuing, he said that during their interaction, Kanu bemoaned the current state of Igbo leadership, expressing frustration that no one seems to be championing the cause of Ndi Igbo in the Nigerian polity. He lamented that the plight of the Igbo people continues to worsen, especially in the current political climate, where he perceives a lack of vocal and decisive leadership from Ndi Igbo. Kanu also reiterated his call for a Kanu also reiterated his call for a referendum. Are you getting it? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, or Hamadike Ndi Igbo, reiterated his call for a referendum. A call for a referendum. I know why he said that, but I want to let everybody know that this very referendum that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking about, there is a reason he used that word referendum, because I am very, very sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is aware that we, the Biafran people, have conducted our own self-referendum. That's why it's called self-referendum. Are you getting it? Don't think that everything has, gone left. No. Everything has not gone left yet. No matter the way things are going right now within the Biafra agitation, I want you to know that everything has not gone left. Just wait. Things, you know why I said so? Because this very struggle is ordained by Chukwu Okike Abiama. The coming of Biafra is ordained by Chukwu Okike Abiama. So no matter what happens, no matter the breeze, this ikuku ayeku say this breeze will blow. Ikuku akusia, mmiri zosia, anwe emegini, anwe acha. No matter the heavy storm, after the storm, the weather will be calm as soon as possible, and we'll continue with the rhythm of redemption. Redemption has rhythm. And with a rhythm of redemption, after the storm, the rhythm of redemption will come back and we continue. Now, Kanu also reiterated his call for a referendum, maintaining that his advocacy has always been peaceful and aimed at awakening the consciousness of Ndi Igbo. I have not committed any offense, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. I only told our people to wake up from sleep. He insisted, reaffirming his commitment to the cause of self-determination through a non-violence means. Did you hear that? He reaffirmed his commitment to the cause of self-referendum. A self-determination. Are you paying attention? This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaking live and direct. Are you getting me? So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling every one of us that he is committed. These are the kind of people that when you look at them, when you watch them, when you listen to them, you will have no any other option than to continue. Even though that your mind is somehow made up to call it a day, to call it a quit, When you listen to this type of people, someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, someone like Mazi Simon Ekpa, when you listen to them, when you go back to their messages, when you hear them speak, when you think about them, when you reason about their, their resilience and their stand, you will have no any other option than to continue. Are you listening to me? Now, listen very attentively, my people. He said, the IPOB leader further emphasized the need for the Igbo community to support their freedom fighters. No ife a na-eme ekpelu na nsụbanire ozugbo ozugbo n'egbughị oge nsụbanire ogene. A lot of people do not understand this. Many people do not understand this. Listen once again. The IPOB leader further emphasized the need for the Igbo community to support their freedom fighters. Wow. I'm trying to find a way, a better way to start analyzing this, to start breaking this word down for all of us to understand it properly. For all of us to understand it properly. He said that every Biafran, I know why the man used Igbo community. I know why. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that every Biafran must support the need to support their freedom fighters. I want to ask you, my people, today, brothers and sisters, are you supporting your freedom fighters? Are you among those who are supporting their freedom fighters, or are you among those who are sabotaging their freedom fighters? Listen and listen very good. Some people today claim to be lovers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while they are haters of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Some people today claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they hate Mazi Simon Ekpa. My brothers and sisters, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, their freedom fighters. He did not say their freedom fighter. He said their freedom fighters. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one person, which means if he was referring to himself, he would have said their freedom fighter, which is one person. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said their freedom fighters, your freedom fighters, those who are fighting for your freedom, those men, they call them Biafra Liberation Army. Let me tell you the truth, my people, my brothers and sisters. There is no, in the history of the world, we have never had the Biafra Liberation President. We have never had the Biafra Liberation Prime Minister. We have never had the Biafra Liberation spokesperson. We have never had the Biafra Liberation Minister of Education. No, we only have Biafra Liberation Army. So these are the people fighting for your freedom, and those of us who are on the media speaking their mind, speaking the word to the deaf, for the deaf to hear, for those who do not understand to listen and understand, and those who are contributing money, those who are piloting the affairs outside the bushes. These are your freedom fighters. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling you today the need to support your freedom fighters. So are you supporting your freedom fighters, or are you sabotaging your freedom fighters? It did not end there. Again, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continued. He said, cautioning against the tendency to abandon those who fight for your cause. Oh, akpato ya wugo m nke ikpeazụ a. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today is cautioning against the tendency to abandon those who fight for your freedom. He is cautioning against the tendency to abandon those who fight for your freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Biafran people, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is cautioning those, or cautioning against the tendency to abandon those who fight for your freedom. It is outlined there. You can see it very, very clear on your screen. Very, very clear. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is cautioning you not to abandon those who fight for your freedom. Today, in Biafra land today, are you among those who sit at home every Monday? Ask yourself this important question. My wonderful people of Biafra listening to me right now, from your location, wherever you are, here in Biafra territory, are you among those who sit at home every Monday, or are you among those who go about your businesses on a Monday basis? Are you among those who are sitting at home in your various homes and locations all over Biafra territory, or are you among those who go about your normal businesses each and every Monday, like every other normal day? Ask yourself, have you abandoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in one way or the other? Ask yourself, my people, have you abandoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in one way or the other? Those of you who are fighting against the upcoming protest in Finland on the 9th of May 2025, are you among those who have abandoned those who are fighting for your freedom? If you are against the protest, which is coming on the 9th of May, even though you are not against that protest, if you are in a position to travel, if you have the legal documents to travel from wherever you are, and you have the money to buy ticket, you know very well you can afford ticket from your location to Finland. You know very well that the documents you have in your disposals will enable you, or enables you, to fly from your location to Finland, and you don't want to go. You don't want to go to show solidarity to that same man you have been hailing, to that same man you say you love, to that same man you are hoping to come and give you freedom, and you don't want to go, maybe because it's coming from a source you don't like, maybe because the protest is being organized by Biafrans in Finland, maybe because you support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu but you don't like Simon Ekpa, maybe because you are somehow hesitating because it's not coming from a certain mouth or a certain group of people. But you claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you claim to love Mazi Simon Ekpa, and you claim to be a supporter of freedom, and then you want the protest to come from a certain person before you attend, but you are in a right position to attend it. My brothers and sisters, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling you not to abandon those who fight for your freedom. The glory is not coming to me, Biafra Unite. The glory is not coming to any media person who is talking about it. The glory is not even going to those in Finland who are organizing it. The glory is coming back to you that will attend it. You listening to me right now. The glory is coming back to you that will attend that protest. I want to tell you something. Let me tell you something, and I want you to listen very, very good, my people. Mazi Simon Ekpa was accused with the same allegation against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, terrorism, because he's a freedom fighter. They say he has committed act of terrorism against our people and the government of the zoo in our land. Right? The same thing they accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for. Since 2021, we, the indigenous people of Biafra, have been sitting at home every Monday in protest for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since 2021, which is 4 years now, going to 5 years. We have never deviated. We have never stopped. We keep on sitting at home in protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is a big sacrifice. That means, what does that show you? That shows you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. That is the reason why every Monday the entire region will shut down. Every Monday the entire region will do what? Shut down. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent, and because he has people that he is fighting for, and those people believe in him. That's why we are shutting down the entire region for him every single Monday, because he's innocent and we want him out. Now imagine that Mazi Simon Ekpa was arrested for the past 4 months. For the past 4 months. And nothing is happening. Nobody is talking about him. No Finnish authorities who know very well that this man is, or should I say, let me just put it this way, that this man claimed to be a prime minister of a people. Let me use that word, claim. I'm going to clear you very soon. Finland authorities know very well that this man claims to be a prime minister of a people. A people, not a person, of a people, of a nation, of a country, of a new country. This man claims to be a prime minister of a nation, and he has been arrested for the past 4 months, yet they have not seen anybody protesting against his arrest. I don't know if my voice is coming out clear. Please, if you can hear my voice, let me know in the comment section. I am not aware if my voice is clear. Now, the Finnish authority knows very well that this man claims to be a prime minister of a people. Imagine arresting a president in another country, and that president is a leader of a country or a people. And after 4 months, nobody is protesting for his release. And that same man will still come out and claim to be a prime minister or a president. As in, you know, I have sat down and think about this. I am fighting so hard to understand, you know, what is going on. I am fighting so hard to understand how the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa will come out at the end of everything and look at us and still call himself a prime minister of a people that abandoned him in the prison without showing any solidarity. I don't know if I'm making sense. Maybe I am the one who has become a fool. Maybe I'm the one whose brain is no longer clicking. The prime minister who spent all these months and finally come out, then which face will he use to call himself again a prime minister of a people when these same people abandoned him for several months in prison? Now, let me tell you something you don't know. When somebody like prime minister in his level, at his level, is arrested by any authority and accused of what? Terrorism, the authorities that hold him will be looking and monitoring the movement of those that are being led by this president or prime minister. The movement of those, the activities of those who are under his leadership is very, very crucial and important to the authority that is holding him in captive. Very, very important. Because if you are a leader of a people and you are being arrested and accused of terrorism, if you are truly a terrorist, nobody will come and protest for for your release or on your behalf because you are a terrorist. Nobody is coming to protest for you because nobody would want to be identified with a terrorist. Pay attention. What I'm saying right now is more important than any other thing you want to hear. Listen and listen very good. If you are arrested and being labeled a terrorist, nobody would want to attach him or herself with a terrorist. That is simple truth. It's simple. You don't need the mathematics, a professor. You don't need a professor in maths. You don't need an engineer to come and help you to do the mathematics. You don't need a scientist to explain it to you. No, it is very simple. When you are arrested and tagged a terrorist, nobody is only when you are truly a terrorist that nobody would want to identify himself with you. But when you are innocent and this allegation is being leveled against you, then people who you are leading has only one obligation, which is to come out en masse and protest against your illegal arrest and detention because you are innocent. So if you leave Mazi Simon Ekpa alone without doing anything about it, without doing anything for him, then they will assume that yes, he is actually what they alleged against him. Yes, because everybody is running away from him. Nobody wants to be identified. Nobody wants to come out to protest for his release. Everybody is against him. Why is he alone? These are the questions that is ringing in the minds and the hearts of Finnish authority as I'm speaking to you right now. Why is he alone? Are you paying attention? Finnish authorities are asking you and I, the Biafran people, why is this man alone? And he claimed to be a prime minister of a people. Eh? Why is he alone? Why is he alone? Why is he abandoned? And he claimed to be a prime minister. These are the problem. So if you want to know what your demonstration will do for Mazi Simon Ekpa, I will give you two reasons. Number one, wait after the demonstration. Number two, wait when he comes out. And you will see what this your demonstration is going to do for him and for all of us. Wait after your demonstration, number one, and wait after he is released. Then you will know. That is when you will know what this demonstration meant for him and for all of us. So never be among those that will abandon our prime minister to give the impression that truly, truly he is a bad person. That is the reason why nobody is coming for him. That's the reason why nobody is protesting for him. That means he's a bad person. Never allow yourself to be counted as those who are going to give this impression to the Finnish authority. We must all come out en masse and protest for our prime minister, as we have been protesting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the past 4 years. Now, let me take this again because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said something very, very deep in this place. Only this place. Now, the IPOB leader further emphasized the need for the Igbo community to support their freedom fighters, cautioning against the tendency to abandon those who fight for their cause, which is their freedom. Now, he drew a parallel with the fate of Rafu Wazurike. Listen and listen very good. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said today. He drew a parallel with the fate of Rafu Wazurike, the founder of the movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, Masob, who according to Kanu, listen and listen very good. When I read this place, I was almost cried. I was almost shedding tears. According to Kanu, faced with Ralph Wazirike, faced with neglect during his imprisonment in the Obasanjo era, leading to perceived compromises. Despite their differences, Kanu described Wazirike as a man with a good heart who meant well for the struggle and for the Igbos. Now, despite their differences, Kanu described Wazirike as a man with a good heart. That was no problem, I know. But if I can't tell say batante no, then analie. Now, we are not here to talk about Wazirike. I want you to take something from here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he drew a parallel with the fate of Ralph Wazirike, the founder of MASOB, who, according to Kanu, faced neglect. Do you know what that means? Oh, hey, Chineke me. I don't know how will I explain it for you to understand. Ralph Wazirike, who faced neglect during his imprisonment in the Obasanjo era. Are you getting me? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is reminding us what Ralph Wazirike passed through, the neglect that he passed through. Neglect. The same way we are neglecting the situation of Mazi Simon Ekpa today, the same way we are neglecting the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at least Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are doing sit at home for him. Is a great thing, a very big protest. That's why I ask my people, are you among those who are sitting at home every Monday, or are you among those who are going about your normal businesses on Monday basis? As long as you are here in Biafra land. If you are here with us in Biafra land, are you among those who go about your businesses on Monday basis, or are you among those of us who sit at home on Monday basis? Ask yourself a simple question. Are you neglecting the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are you neglecting the situation of Mazi Simon Ekpa because he's in Europe? Are you among those neglecting those who fight for your freedom? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is using Wazirike as an example to you and I today. Are you among those who neglect those that fight for you? Because somebody else, because you believe that in the struggle for Biafra, it is soldier go, soldier come. Because you believe it is soldier go, soldier come. Therefore, if anything happens to Prime Minister, someone else is going to replace him. Are you among those that believe that believe this? If something happens to Mazi Sam, the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, Mazi Simon Ekpa replaced him. Mazi Simon Ekpa never replaced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At least we are doing sit at home every Monday for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So what are you doing for Mazi Simon Ekpa? It is a simple question. Are you among those that neglect him? We are asking a simple question. I'm going to open the line right now. For those who would want to call in, bring in your question. Somebody said, I cannot hear you. Can you hear my voice? Biafrans, if you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section. Can you hear my voice? If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Somebody said, I cannot hear you. Somebody said, I cannot hear you. Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Very, very important. Let me know in the comment section if you can hear me, please. Somebody said, I cannot hear you. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section before we proceed. Please, very, very important. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Please, very, very important. As someone has said that they cannot hear me. Let me know if it's from my side or from the person's side. Okay, thank you, Tonex. Thank you, Chidozie. Thank you. Thank you. We have to continue. The person who said you cannot hear me, please check your device. Very, very important. Check your device. Check your device. I want to pin the number to call on the screen right now. If you are following me, if you know my phone, if you know Biafra Unite WhatsApp number, and you want to call to make a contribution, call right now and make a contribution. If you don't have the number is on your screen, +358 41 585 1133. Let me repeat the number again for those who don't have it. +358 415 851133. The number is on your screen. Call right now and make your contribution while I continue with this analysis. Very, very important. My people, things are going on. Things are happening, I can assure you, my wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has busted our head today. He drew a parallel with the fate of Rafu Wazirike, who faced neglect during his imprisonment in the Obasanjo's era. Who faced neglect during his imprisonment with Obasanjo's era. Now, according to him, reflecting on the past, Kanu said it was that kind of neglect that led to Owazirike's default. Even though he did some bad things to me, I still acknowledge that Owazirike is a good man with a good heart. He meant well for the struggle and for the Igbo people. Kanu harped on the need for Kanu harped on the need for a collective responsibility in the quest for justice and freedom. Continuing, Engineer Ellis Ezenekwe, moved by Kanu's insights and unflinching resolve, made a passionate appeal to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intervene and secure Kanu's release. He urged the president to draw inspiration from his own days as a pro-democracy advocate with NADECO, reminding him of the sacrifices made for the freedom Nigeria enjoys today. So now, this is reality, my people. This is reality. And I hope people are listening to me. For those of you who would want to call, I don't want, when I end the broadcast now, you start calling me. Those who would want to call, kindly call right now and make your contribution. Very, very, very important. Oh my God. I just read this without showing it on the screen. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I read this without showing it on the screen. Shame. Let me go back there and read it again. Very, very important. Yes. Please, if you want to call, kindly call now because I will be ending the broadcast as soon as possible. Reflecting on the past, Kanu said, it was that kind of neglect that led to Owazirike's default. Even though he did some bad things to me, I still acknowledge that Owazirike is a good man with a good heart. He meant well for the struggle and for the Igbo people. Kanu harped on the need for a collective responsibility in the quest for justice and freedom. Continuing, Engineer Ellis Ezenekwe, moved by Kanu's insights and unflinching resolve, made a passionate appeal to President Bola Tinubu to intervene and secure Kanu's release. Yes, call on WhatsApp, please. Just tell us where you are calling from. You're welcome to the program.
Okay. Good evening.
Caller, what's up, please? Can you raise your voice? Can you raise your voice so that Biafrans will listen to you?
Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I coming out clear?
You are clear even before you are clear, but your voice is very, very down and low.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, Mazi Odinawa. Good evening, dear fans all over the world. I call us genuine Biafrans. Good evening, everyone. I'm calling from the homeland, of course. With Biafrans that are in the homeland, we know how it goes and we dance to the tune, the consequences and how everything is happening here. So we understand what is going on. So I call us the genuine ones. Welcome to today's broadcast. First of all, I will thank God Almighty and also thank our leaders and pray that God strengthens them and be with them always. And thank our brother, Mazi Odinawa, for giving us the platform to come together to share our ideas and suggestions and listen to also the gospel of truth. And not only on the platform where you go to me, because sometimes, if you know me, I do go to their platforms. The parties, I do visit their platform because they are our product. But when you go there, there are things you see there that we don't see in this platform that we are. The saga, drawing, calling this one propaganda to another, like you said. So we here, I believe, on this platform, we thank our brother Odinawa. Now, to the topic of today, which is for our PM. Yes, it is a welcome idea. It's a welcome development. Your previous broadcast, you said about it, and also now this is a welcome broadcast. But I want to ask Mazod now, is it allowed for those who can make personal videos and post online? Though, is it also allowed during this protest while those in Finland will be on the ground there in Finland? Is it allowed for those maybe those who cannot attend to make video and post?
Come again. Come again with your question. Come again, please.
Okay, I said during this protest for our PM, those in Finland during the protest, is it also allowed for an individual who didn't go to Finland to also sit on his or her comfort zone to make video and explain and give support to the ongoing protests and say one or two individuals? Is it also allowed?
It is 100% allowed, but depending on where you are, your location. Since you say you are calling from here, then you don't have to make video and show your face while you are in support of protests for the release of the prime minister. So, but you can make a video and speak. Most times, what the most important thing is your word of mouth is very, very important. So if you can make a video and post in support of the protest, it's okay. Then those who are in the diaspora, those Biafrans in the diaspora who don't have a legal document that will enable them to travel, can also make a video and post in support of the protest. You don't even have to wait until that night. You can start now making videos to post in support of the protest. Everybody, all Biafran, whether you are going to attend or you are not going to attend, as long as you are a Biafran and you are in support of the protest, I implore everybody to start it this evening, this very night. Start making videos, post it on your platform. If I come across your video, if it's professional enough, I can post it on my own platform and make it go more viral. So every Biafran can make video wherever you are. You don't even have to wait till May 9. You can start now, every here and then, make video, post it, encourage people to join the protest, encourage people to come, to travel to Finland for the protest. So it's it's allowed. It's welcome development. Like as I said, if I see the video and if it's professional enough, I'm going to post it. I will repost it on our own platform. Those who don't have a platform, if you are not on Facebook, you are not on X, formerly Twitter, you are not on Instagram, you're not on TikTok, you are not on any social media platform. You only come to watch us on YouTube. You can as well make your video and send it to me. If I see the video and I see that the video is okay, I can help and post it. Yes.
Yes. Nice. Okay, that's good, because I asked this question because at this point we Biafrans we know what to do, and it's for we to stand up to it, no matter what it is. Like you said during the protest, that Mazin and Kanu always warned us of saying the truth, even if it costs your life. He said it in one of his program. He always said it. So we should do this now, and just look at the Amazonia. Just look at the Amazonia. Yesterday, Dr. Cho Ayaga spoke to the Amazonia, spoke to the world. You understand? So, and this is the effort. So we have to know what is right now. Everybody, depending and also I'll be also using this opportunity to talk to those people in those two parties, because all these things that happened, the distraction, like you said, has drawn us backward. Not only keeping us on a standby, but backwards. Now every opportunity, the zoo is now on top of their affairs. They are now 100% on top of their affairs. You can see what the Uromi and the Fulani terrorists, because I'll call them terrorists. That is the language they didn't see Biafra, they didn't see IPOB doing what, but now they see the real terrorists and they will not pronounce them terrorists. But we know the truth. So the zoo is on top of them. Yes, we must not give them more chances for the Finland government to understand what is going on. If they feel they don't understand what's going on, by the time they see numerous videos of Biafrans calling on them, posting, tagging this, that, and this happening on the ground, I think if Chukwu Biama will use his hand to make a name for himself, and they will come to even if do something very fast that only God can do, and Chukwu Biama will always help us. So Biafrans, we should know the right thing to do and follow up. The two parties, this
Thank you, Mazi.
This call for the protest for these two parties, you must come out. Depending on whoever you are, you must come out and you must give your support. You shouldn't carry what is happening between the both of you, man and woman, individual, since you people went to Finland and knew what you done there. We are not there with you. You're now here to distract what we are doing. The sufferness that we have, the effort of Mazin and Kanu, do everything with PM, you are now dragging it on the floor, and we are calling on you to know the right thing to do and to do it. So I will just stop here for that, Biafrans, today. Thank you very much, Mazin, for giving us your platform. Not on that platform when we will be talking and they will mute us. They will not even allow us to talk. Now they even block us from even accessing. But now, thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you, Biafrans.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you too. Thank you for your contribution. All right, we must continue. All right, I want to look for, because it's the second time I'm hearing about this Dr. Cho Ayaba, spoke to Amazonian people, but I haven't actually seen the video. I I actually want to look for that video. I want to look for that video from Ambazonian people, for Dr. Cho Ayaba speaking to Ambazonians. I don't know, please, if you have seen the video, kindly send it to me. I'm hearing it for the second time today. I am looking for that video of Ambazonia, of Dr. Cho Ayaba speaking to the Ambazonians. Caller on WhatsApp, just tell us where you're joining us from. Please go ahead. Welcome to the program.
Okay, hello, I'm from US.
You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Ike agwụla he nwere ịgba ndị Igbo wose. Ịhụ na nwojisi ike he nwere a ga-ahịta ahụhụ. Ịhụ na dị sabotu azụ n'Igbo land. Rume echi, rugbu. With all these things imegani. Still, ha na-ezuzu ha chere ha nwere sense, but ahụrụ m ndị Igbo. I think very, very stupid. Ndị Igbo, ama me bro John Deshi, Okpa, Abrawusa na everywhere I travel. La live, maybe she that until today, Paulo Bulaka, Emre conversion, onye ni na anwụ ya, si Chineke bena. Ogbula, onye amam ya no oga doctor gani ya. Akụkọ shi ahịa niile. Ana-ele ya, ndị sha nwe support. Yele ihe niile. Akụkọ shi ya. Amaebe Samuel Ekpa na ama ihe mega no mega at the background, but him gbara nwa ndị Igbo a Chineke gị kpọnwụ ọkụ ozugbo ndị na-sabotage our freedom agaghị hụchi anya Chineke gị kpọnwụ ọkụ nwele Samuel Ekpa betray ya zu ha na-akọghere akọ na ta tesha yu ndị beri anya mara chana any no mega nwechekwala shi ozugbo onye Igbo niile anyị wufu not onye Igbo niile wu onye nzuzu anyị mara na ihe wechokwu mara panụ ka ụwa but nwochere aka ozugbo nwere niile nwochere aka wọrọ punishment agaghị nwe n'ụwa not was agaghị arịrị ahụhụ all the evil ha mega betrayal niile ha mega ihe niile agaghị n'ụwa akwụkwọ onye nwere gbanwere nwojishike. It's just unfortunate that Nnamdi Kanu started on time. Then Samuel Ekpa he prevent all that by now. Fulani were lebenine. O gara ka machatra ha ahụhụ before maybe a Messiah is up to deliver them. But because ahụhụ onye fight gara ngunu were ntụ ya chọrọ nwana still nwana Jesus emeka one Nigeria. Nwojishike then take ahụkwa na ochita nwo sabote he nwokoba the struggle ka nwe information na no Nigeria no ebe agaghị n'ụwa how they will end. They will suffer. Then in agaghị n'ụwa ụgwọ all their evil ha mega in Igbo land. Or him nwere ịgba nwa. Then we'll put him off on this day. Come on, something I want to verify whether you got it.
You that means you have to call me after the broadcast because people are still calling.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Please, I want those who will be attending this very protest, I want them to call me. Those who will be attending the protest, if you know you are going to attend the protest, please, I want you to call me here and talk to Biafrans. Caller on WhatsApp, please tell us where you are joining us from. I think this name, haven't you spoken before? Hello? No. Okay, please go ahead.
But not today.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Good evening, Biafra. I want to may the Lord bless you.
Yes, sir.
All you have been doing. See, I want to tell Biafra this thing this night concerning the protest. Anybody, any person, be it man or woman, be it whatever you call yourself, that does not support this protest in Finland, that means you are not for Biafra. You are against my Simon Ekpa. Whoever you may be, whatever you may call yourself. If you are speaking against this protest that is coming on 9th of next month being May, you are not for Biafra and you are against Simon Ekpa. It doesn't matter what you are doing online. It doesn't matter what you are doing on social media. It doesn't matter what you are doing. As long as you speak against this protest, you are against it, that means you are not for Biafra. Thank you. That's all I want to say. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bless you too. I want those who will be attending this very protest to call me. I want those who will be attending the protest to call me. I want some words. I want to hear from anybody who is attending the protest to call me right now before we shut down this very broadcast. Those that will be attending the protest, those that will be attending the protest, wherever you are, I want you to call me. Listen, let me tell you, I have done my part. Yes, I have done my part. The protest was arranged, organized by Biafrans in Finland. It was not organized by Biafra Unite. I am only the voice who is speaking and propagating the protest, sending message across for the protest. So I have done my part, and those in Finland have equally done their part. Caller on WhatsApp, please tell us where you are joining us from. You are highly welcome to the program.
Good evening, my good brother, Biafra Unite. I don't know if you are hearing me.
Yes, your voice is clear. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, Biafrans. I'm on my way. I'm just coming back, so I have to make this call. Though I didn't join. I'm just joining now. But that I want to speak on something on the people who are sabotaging the struggle, this freedom. I want to say something very important. They have been sabotaging the freedom, and they have never succeeded. And I want to make it clear that they will never succeed. Come rain, come sun, we must have our freedom, no matter what they do. No matter what they do. And I want to release a word to every of them, those, especially those who betrayed Simon Ekpa and the Mazi
As long as we come
they will
on
never
air
know
every
peace. Their family will never know peace. No matter where they are. If they like, let them be in Europe. They will never know peace. They will pay with their life. And I pray they will be alive to see Biafra comes. And then they will now regret what about so many of them are regretting what they are doing. And those who are not regretting it soon will regret it, because Biafra has come. Whether they like it or not, we have seen Biafra. God bless you.
Ise. Thank you for your call. I want those who will be attending the protest, especially those from Europe and those from America, those who will be attending the protest. I want to hear their voices. I want to hear from them. You are preparing to attend this very all-important protest for our Prime Minister, and you are listening to this very broadcast. Call right now and make your submission, because I'll be shutting the broadcast down as soon as possible. I have done my part, like as I said a couple of minutes ago. I have done my part. It now left for all Biafrans, you listening to me right now, wherever you are, it is left for you to do your own part. It is left for you to do your own part. All my activities are in the public. They're all on the social media. When the Prime Minister comes out, he will equally see all my activities. Yes. If he has any question to ask me, I will answer. I will respond. And I'm sure that all the answers that I'm going to give him is something that he knows about. Yes. The questions he's going to ask me is something that I know, and the answer that I'm going to give him is something that he knows. So I have done my part. It now left for those of you Biafrans listening to me from your location to do your own part. For the past 4 months, those of you saying it's not from this protest, is not from this person, therefore I'm not going to go. This protest is not from that person, therefore I'm not going to go. It is not my own problem whether you want to listen to me or you don't want to listen to me. So whether you want to listen to me or you don't want to listen to me, it is your own issue. Because ndị wotsi onuru be nwanne agbala ọsọ. I am not used to blocking people, but I'm going to block this idiot that made this comment. Yes, I'll block you because you are such a moron. It's not my thing, but because of the stupid comment you made, I'll block you. And the comment you made is against the protest, not against me. If you make any bad comment against me, you are always welcome. I've never blocked anybody for insulting me. I don't do that. I'm not that type of person. But because you made comment against Mazi Simon Ekpa, against our freedom, against the protest, you do not deserve to make any further comment on this program, because you are an agent and I won't allow you to thrive. So, what are we saying here? This protest we are talking about does not need your money. Nobody is asking you to pay a dime. Nobody is asking that